The peoples want to chat with us. So who are we to not agree? All right, let's see if this is working. It looks like it is. It looks like it is. Do. Put the tags on here. Bang, bada bing, bada boom. Bang. Holy shit, chat's flying. What the hell just happened? What's good? Spiteful, Haru, Robbie, Slothy, Dylan. What's good? What's good? Dumyell. Let's go. What's good, chat? What's good? Bongo, Angel, Vane. Jesus Christ. You guys are flying in here, man. Damn.
What's up, chat? What's up, chat?
Damn.
Lots of love. Omit around the CDL.
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Hell yeah. Even though we got like a whack ass, I don't even have the overlay on right now because I don't have the 2-person one done.
Damiel, I never banned anyone for chatting about PRED. I banned people for making gambling jokes about PRED. That's what I banned people. And those people are not getting unbanned. I'm sorry.
What's good, chat? What's good,
Harper?
Good?
Feeling great, brother. I did ban the motherfucker that was going in Hex, yes, and then he DM'd me calling me a pussy, so I blocked him as well.
Let's go. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna start pulling some tweets up so we can start yapping about some of this shit. Alex may or may not be joining us, chat. He's got some personal stuff going on, so if he joins, great. If not, it's all good. This is like an impromptu. This isn't even like a real show. I'm not editing and uploading this tomorrow as an actual episode. This is just more or less a stream for us to vibe out, get your guys' opinions on everything, give our opinions, talk about other roster mania. Let me start pulling tweets up.
How did you get blocked by Surge? What did you even do?
All right, hold on, chat. This is gonna be fucked up for a second. Give me a sec. Give me a sec. Bang. Bang. Look at that word right there. Let's go.
Go.
Let's go. Man.
Drop hickey for hike. It was a fuck up from the start.
What does that even mean? I'm gonna pull up chat on my phone, bro. I want to be able to read chat during this. Hold on, let me pull chat up over here. Bang. What's good, everybody? How we doing, man? Chat summary. It says viewers in the chat are discussing ongoing Call of Duty news, including Jake Maverick being live, roster changes in the COD League, and potential trades and acquisitions. That's what the YouTube AI thing says.
Not bad.
Not bad. They spelled Maverick wrong, but it's all good.
Huh.
It's all good.
That doesn't surprise me, Fuel. They'll get some back instantly, but I mean, they've not been a thing for 3 years. They're not just going to keep their sponsors.
Yeah. Envy will be aight. Castro's got connections.
No brand deals are going to stick to a org that technically ceased existing for 3 years.
You ain't wrong. I mean, shit. What the hell happened today, bro? Like, genuinely. I was sitting on the couch, and all of a sudden, I got like 3, 4, 5 Twitter notifications in a row, and I was like, what is going on? I opened up Twitter. You guys were in the group chat, and then I saw, obviously, these tweets. Jacob Hale, CDL Intel's getting noties. What happened today? Like, it was just out of the blue. But Pred's back, man. How we feeling? OPTIC fans, how we feeling?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of people message me asking me if I was shocked, and I didn't know quite how to answer it because I'll explain what I mean by that. I was shocked, but I wasn't surprised. That's what I keep telling people. I don't know if that makes sense. Like, I was shocked with the announcement, how abrupt it was, that no leaks were through, but it doesn't surprise me that they're bringing him back. I mean, they literally just won a world championship with the guy 6 months ago. Like, the fact that they're bringing him back and putting him in the starting roster makes total sense to me. The situation as a whole is very unfortunate. There's no other way to put it. I think unfortunate is the perfect word. Because they would have never made a roster change. They were 1-1, but they weren't playing bad enough that they would have made a roster change. And HUKE, unfortunately, is getting thrown back to the Wolves. But I made this tweet about, I don't know, 3 hours ago or so. The amount of people that I saw on the timeline saying that HUKE has been done dirty again.
I'm pulling up your tweet.
This is nasty, and HUKE's just like their rag doll that's just there for him when they need a person to fill in. I need you guys that are thinking like this and tweeting like this to look at it from a different perspective here, right? HUKE was on Surge last year, got dropped, okay, and was in Challengers to start the season, all right? If you would have told HUKE that he was going to get an opportunity to play on OPTIC, no matter how long that opportunity was, he would have told you that you were crazy, okay? He would have told you that you were insane, like no hesitation. He got the opportunity, honestly made the most of it. They had a rough major. They had a rough weekend. They bounced out top 8, but individually he looks very good. This is one of his best games in a long time. This is one of the better versions of HUKE we've seen, to be honest. He's made the most of a situation that was very abrupt, very rough, very fragile, maybe even is a word to use. And in this situation, it's going to put him in a very good spot moving forward. People are going to be fighting for him to be their fourth. People are going to be giving him offers nonstop. Now, I mean, I'm going to assume that.
Whoa, wait, we just got 5 gifted from my guy T Lily. Sorry to interrupt you.
No, we did get 5 gifted.
Hey,
that's worth an interruption.
That's a big 5 bomb out of my guy Travis. Yo, brother, thank you. Let's go. Hey, if you got it gifted from Travis, you better say thank you. And also, let me see the W's. Let me see the W's in the chat, man. Damn. All right, sorry. You can go back. I don't know if I ruined your train of thought, but.
No, you're good. I was getting towards the end of it anyways. I was literally just finishing up saying, now he is in a spot where he has played well enough on one of the biggest names in the league, if not the biggest name in the league, to where teams are going to want him, and he's going to pretty much cement his league spot moving forward. He's not going to be battling in Challengers. So all these people saying he's been done dirty, okay. I mean, if that's the way you want to look at it, that's the way you want to look at it. That's fine. But you can also look at it the way as OPTIC having him be the fill-in for a couple weeks gave him an opportunity to prove himself, and now he's going to be in the league for the rest of the year. So I just need people to look at it from both sides here, not just be tunnel visioned on the, oh my god, OPTIC fucked him over again, da-da-da-da.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point, right? It's you bring in HUKE, people are mad. You drop HUKE, people are mad, right? It's, never ending. I also want to mention earlier, Outback said, did you see TACTICALRAB gave you guys a shout out for joining Omit? I didn't see that. So I got to go look for that. I'm guessing that's in the videos. Shout out to TACTICALRAB.
Oh, shit. What the
I didn't even see
Shout
that.
out TACTICALRAB.
I don't watch all of Rab's videos because generally I already know what's happening in the scene pretty well because I keep up with it. But hey, shout out to that. It's good comms out of you, Bandit. But yeah, bro, this, it's like, I would say it's like a win-win, right? Like, I put the air quotes around it because obviously being dropped from OPTIC and having to go play for Surge is, you know what I'm saying? You're not competing to win on Surge like you are on OPTIC for HUKE. But PRED gets to come back, right? Which is a W for him. It's a W for OPTIC fans. HUKE gets to guarantee himself a spot in the league, right? Unless these other teams are genuinely blind. Like, he's going to get a spot in the league. And it honestly almost looks like he may already be getting a spot, which we could talk about in a second here. But so at least he gets on a team, probably stays on a team, because right now, I mean, you could argue he was a top 5 player in the whole league, right, in recent weeks. So HUKE's looking good. PRED's back, and we'll see how OPTIC bounces back with PRED, right? If it takes a second to get him back into the swing of things, or if he's locked and loaded. But let's go. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm talking about. I also, what's it called? Breaking point. This is to see. I thought this was interesting, right? They obviously tweeted this out because of the news. But they tweeted out the OPTIC cards. And if I knew how to find them. these were getting some uproar on social media because right after, obviously, they drop HUKE, Breaking Point drops these cards, and HUKE's the lowest rated card, and everyone's like, oh my God. I saw people like, look at the cards. Obviously, HUKE was the worst player, and there wasn't as many of those people as you would think there are, but if you watch the matches, HUKE was undeniable, bro. He was disgusting.
Yeah.
The stats obviously talk a little bit otherwise. Like, listen, numbers don't lie. If you look at the, I'm saying, look at the control numbers, look at the SND numbers. They're lower in comparison to other SMGs. But when you watch the way he was playing on the map, we all know HUKE was cooking. But either way, it's not like, did he deserve to be dropped, right? No. But given the circumstance, superstar MVP caliber championship winner just a couple months ago is ready to come back to the team. Like, you bring him back to the team, especially after you went out top 8. It's not like they won last event. So makes sense, bro. The whole thing makes sense. I feel for HUKE. This is what I was going to say earlier. I totally forgot. I was telling my fiance, I was like, yeah, we're doing a show tonight. And she was like, oh, why? Like, what happened? Because we already did a show this week. And I explained to her the whole like PRED and HUKE thing, and she already knew a little bit about it, right? Because obviously this happened a few months ago, and I made videos about it and stuff. And the first thing she says after I explained this whole thing to her, right? Mind you, she knows like pretty much nothing about the CDL other than what she watched with us on Sunday last week. First thing she says is, "Man, I feel bad for HUKE." And I was like, "Yeah, that's probably the general consensus is that people feel bad for HUKE."
Yeah, my fiance said the exact same thing. I mean, it's hard not to feel bad for the guy, genuinely, especially because he's a stand-up dude and he looked really good on LAN. I just didn't want people to paint this portrait that OPTIC's like the worst ever for doing this.
The worst
they're in
ever.
they're in a very rough spot as well. I mean, think about this. Like, you have a team that you build after struggling for X amount of years to actually win championships consistently, and they come in one season, win a tournament, and then win champs. And then literally 2 weeks into the following season of winning champs, one of your superstar players is battling issues and has to go back home, and you're like almost essentially forced to go to square one immediately. I mean, that puts them in a rough spot already. If the opportunity arises to get that team back that just won the previous season within a year of forming, especially after a lackluster performance of Major 1, they're gonna take the opportunity. I mean, it is what it is. They would be foolish not to. But I wish Kyler nothing but the best. The dude's gonna be just fine. I mean, somebody's gonna pick him up. He's gonna be a star on another roster. And if it is Surge, like the rumors are suggesting, or talks are heating up and showing, they're gonna be better. I mean, Rab's been making multiple videos this entire season saying that Hixie for HUKE in hindsight was an absolute horrible idea from Rambo, and now they're getting like the chance to pull an Uno reverse card. So, not too many opportunities you get a chance to revoke on a mistake that you made, but this feels like one of them for Surge. Maybe Rambo can right the ship, and I think 04 and HUKE are a good sub duo. They were last year, and I think if you get a little bit more out of Nasty and Abuza, that Surge can, do some damage. I mean, they were a very solid roster last year. Obviously, they bowed out at champs a little bit earlier than I expected, but they had some runs. They were consistently a top 6 team last year. So, and that was with Brezzy over Nasty. And I mean, I personally would take Nasty over Brezzy. We just haven't gotten a very good Nasty so far. And if Nasty individually plays to the standards that we know that he can, I think that potential, we obviously don't know anything, but that potential Surge roster with HUKE is Nasty. We do know that Hixie is actually gone. That's announced.
Yeah.
Hixie is officially gone. So we do know that they are looking for one. But Ronnie did tweet that they were looking at Afro or Neptune. But that was, of course, before OPTIC dropped the absolute fucking missile on the timeline today. So
OPTIC just blew everything up.
So yeah, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen.
Yeah, I will say, real quick before we talk maybe about like where he's gonna go. I do think him on Surge helps Nasty and Abuza, right? Like, when your sub duo is getting slammed as the ARs, you kind of are just, you're going to, you know what I mean? It's just, it goes up the chain, basically. When the two guys in the front are getting cooked, the two guys in the back probably aren't going to have a good time either. So I do think HUKE on this team helps 04 probably play a bit better, but also would just make the game a little bit easier for his ARs. But that does lead me to this whole thing, right? Obviously, there were let me pull this up. There were rumors yesterday, right? It was yesterday that we just got Cloud9 cards too that we can look at in a sec. There were rumors yesterday that Surge were looking at either Afro or Neptune to bring in for Hixie. Neptune's a guy that we've thrown around a lot. People have been saying Neptune, right? He's kind of cooking. Afro, I think, is probably like looked at as like the best SMG right now in challengers and EU from what I've seen stats wise, and obviously his team's been winning. But then this whole thing dropped where now HUKE is available, and it obviously, I think, has thrown a wrench in some things because Afro has been on the TL, and first he tweets out this gif of absolute cinema, right, when this first happens, which could just be in reaction to it. But then he then tweets back to the grind gif here with the little penguin with the stuff. So it looks like if Afro was potentially heading to Surge, that's clearly fallen apart. It doesn't necessarily mean it's HUKE. It could potentially just be they decided to go with Neptune at this point. But being as this all kind of comes out, when HUKE is dropped, and then also 04 tweets out the GIF right after this all came out, dapping each other up, maybe indicating HUKE's coming back. You also got to imagine OPTIC didn't just tweet this out without telling HUKE is being dropped, right? So HUKE probably already knew this. He was probably already talking to people, 04 potentially being one of those guys. And as soon as the news drops, 04 drops this because he knows his boy's coming back to Vancouver. I guess last year they were in Seattle, but you got to feel a little bit for Neptune and Afro if they thought they would ever have a chance on these teams. And then PRED comes right back into the league and HUKE takes their spot. And now, I mean, I guess there's other teams that could look at Neptune or Afro, but yeah, I feel like it's going to be Surge. I feel like it's going to be Surge for HUKE.
I would have to agree.
I mean, Breaking Point tweeted out like an article.
I don't see why they wouldn't actually.
Yeah, I mean, Breaking Point tweeted out this article, posted this article a couple hours ago, 3 hours ago. Best landing spots for HUKE. At number 7, they got Ultra, to I guess potentially take the Joe Deceive spot. But as they say here, it's pretty unlikely. Not likely from Toronto, would be intriguing for HUKE. Number 6, they got LAG. People think it would be for Kiz or Lins. I actually saw Zuma and Ben talking about this on their stream earlier when this first came out. They were talking about potentially move like Kiz to a flex. Because we've seen Kiz use an AR, and he definitely can. And with it being, 3 subs on the map a good amount of the time here, it might not be the worst idea, but Breaking Point's got them here. Cloud9 at number 5 for maybe Mac or Kremp, I guess, but probably not. Number 4, they got Ravens. I doubt it, right? But they got Rocker at 3. I don't see Rocker changing, right? I don't think Nero and Estriel are getting dropped. Breach, maybe for Purge, but I feel like Snoopy and Purge might be a little too rogue. Like, Snoopy and Purge, maybe it works, but they might be a little too rogue. Like, they might, you know what I'm saying? There might not be enough of the selfless, gap filling and stuff that Purge can do when you just got Snoopy and HUKE just sprinting at people trying to get kills.
Yeah. There
might be a big disconnect, I feel like, from the subs and the ARs. And then number 1, they obviously have Surge because he's going to Surge. I would if I had to bet, if I was a betting man, you know what I'm saying? I'd put my money on Surge.
I would too. I actually think that Neptune would be good for Boston though, low key. I'm not gonna lie to you.
I think Nep plays similar to HUKE from what I can know.
I think Nep would be good for Boston. I think Boston need a 2-man change, 1 AR, 1 sub, and you're not dropping Snoopy.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I've always thought the Awakening, just like on the eye test, would be the AR to go. But looking at some of the numbers that I saw from Breaking Point, Maybe that's not the case.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Cammy's numbers are actually worse.
Cammy's numbers are by
I think
far
they
worse, actually.
they tweeted out their cards, right? They did. Yeah, these are their cards. Cammy's numbers are by far worse than... Honestly, watching the games, again, this is like another point as to why the cards aren't everything. Watching the games, I thought Awakening was getting pissed on.
Yeah.
And I mean, a .91 in hardpoint probably will make you look like that. And I thought HUKE was slamming, and he had the same ranked card as Purge. So, like, you know what I mean? It's... The cards aren't everything, but people, as we have heard, like to make roster decisions based on the cards, apparently, is what happens. So, no, they haven't dropped Purge. They haven't dropped Purge. We're just saying if HUKE was to go to Boston, it wouldn't be for Snoopy. I also don't think they're going to make a move. They also just tweeted the Cloud9 cards a couple minutes ago. And Sib somehow is the highest rated card on this team, which, again, makes no sense. What I did notice, I think EasyMax said this, because obviously the cards are based on their category or like their role. So the ARs are only compared to ARs. A lot of ARs this year are just not playing well. So Sib having a 79 might look better compared to his SMGs, but there's just so many better SMGs than Mac and Kremp. Whereas the ARs are kind of lackluster despite like Dashy, Scrap, and Stellium and Jiraz.
Do me a favor. I watched TACTICALRAB's newest video about 25 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Sib's Twitter.
Go to Sib's Twitter?
Yeah. And check out one of his, I don't know if it's his most recent tweet or what.
Is it a reply, maybe?
No, it's an actual tweet that says memories or something about memories.
It must be deleted because his most recent tweet was January 26th.
Okay. Maybe he deleted. Now go to Cloud9. The actual C9 page.
Yeah.
Scroll down. We're looking for like a throwback to Attach winning. Yeah. Okay. Oh, maybe it wasn't. Oh, Attach's mom, like, quote tweeted this and said, "Will forever be like a legend," or something like that. Like almost like insinuating like this might be the end of the road for Attach.
What is...
And Sib's tweet kind of like almost made it seem
what is
like...
Attach's mom's Twitter, bro?
I don't know. Mom Attach, maybe? I don't know. They're always mom something.
Mom Attach,
No.
Yep. Shout out Mom Attach. We follow each other. Yeah, forever my all-star is what she tweeted.
Yeah, and the Sib tweet at the same time that's now deleted was something along like memories or something like... It was something like...
Yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't read too much into this.
I don't know. Hey, you know how Rab is, and I thought it was funny. I thought it'd be worth looking at. Maybe just like a little trying to read into tweets type
thing. I mean, they tweeted this out. Why? Because they did a video with Attach, I guess. Here they did
Preston
like
has no info.
Let me see. Hold on.
I know who the
Preston does not have info.
What is this?
Spitballing, I swear.
It's just like a day in the life, like vloggy thing with Attach, I guess, is what they posted, and that's where this tweet came in. So I don't know. It would be kind of weird to post these things and then to drop you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
We talked about, didn't we talk about this on the last show? They posted like all these pictures from the event with like all their players, and I was like, damn, if they were to drop somebody right after like posting all these pictures, you know what I'm saying? Like being all inclusive and everything, I'd be like, damn.
Yeah, I don't know if it's more like a drop though. Like these tweets insinuating like he might be done. Like he just might.
Oh, you think he's gonna hang it up?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't know. I mean, if Attach gets dropped, I could potentially see him deciding to hang it up rather than going to Challengers. Like I don't see him wanting to play in Challengers, but I don't know if they're gonna do it. I don't know. Maybe you actually never know.
He's not going to Challengers. It looks like he has zero passion left to begin with. I mean, It looks like he's fighting a year left.
Yeah, so I don't know. I guess we'll have to see what happens with C9, right? Because they're not good. They're just not good. I mean, they're getting slammed left and right. Kremp's the only one with an even KD. The rest of them are negative. I mean, maybe like Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I mean, listen, HUKE's going to Surge. HUKE's going to Surge, for sure.
Yeah, I would imagine.
And then Neptune, I guess, would be available. Lunars is another guy, also on Omit. Shout out to Omit, you know what I'm saying? That is probably the best AR, I think, that's available at this point.
Where do you think he would go? Because he's like a Slayer.
I could see him going to Boston for one of their ARs.
Boston and
I
Nep
think,
as a package deal for Purge. And
I don't
Cammy?
think they drop Purge. I think they keep the Snoopy Purge duo.
I don't know.
But I could see him go into for Awakening or Cammy because they need
Purge
someone to
was
get some
pretty
kills.
dreadful in LAN, like pretty really dreadful.
He was, but also like he was so him and Snoopy were really good online. I feel like you probably like, okay, let's give him one more chance.
Yeah,
and see if he's ass.
But I mean, he's like he's in like a Hicksy rule where if like, you know, if you're not being impactful at all and getting shit on, like you're doing nothing. Your role is to impact the map, and if you're not doing that while getting shit on, you're effectively nothing.
I think he's pretty good.
I don't know.
He's right below league average hardpoint KD. He's right above league average SND KD, and he's like nearly last in control.
He's like, he's not the worst, but he's not the best either. he's there.
Yeah, I mean, listen, Purge is potential. I mean, listen, he could be dropped. He could be dropped, but also, I mean, he's putting up he's got an 88 Slayer rating, right? He might be going negative, but like he's having impact on the map. He's having impact. He plays really well alongside Snoopy. I think you also have to give Purge credit for how well Snoopy plays, like some credit. I think what he's able to do and how he's able to duo with him definitely is part of the reason Snoopy's so good this year. You just never know, though. Why would you pack a punch if you had the opportunity? I mean, that's a good point. It's a good point, right? Like when Zuma and Ben were talking about HUKE to LAG potentially, it might not make a whole lot of sense if you were to drop Pre-Star Skies for HUKE, but if you have a chance to upgrade talent, stack talent, maybe it's worth it. So
I just think a Lunars Neptune duo to Boston makes all the sense to me. I really do. Maybe that's me. Maybe I'm faded, but
I thought Lunars Neptune the Surge was going to be lit for Nasty and Hicksy.
I just think that makes a lot of sense to me. I'm not saying Purge is god awful. I think there's better people out there. I mean, he had that one takeover map where he was just killing everything in his path, but I think Snoopy needs an activator, and Purge playing how he does allows Snoopy to play how he does. That's fine, but I mean, they got top 12 and looked fucking terrible at the majors, so...
They got pissed on LAN, they did. And nobody showed up on LAN except for Snoopy.
So, I mean, how much is really Snoopy getting activated making a difference if they won like 2 maps on LAN?
I mean, maybe they just need some better ARs to help Purge out on LAN. I don't know. I don't know, bro, but I genuinely can't believe this just randomly dropped on the TL today.
Yeah, it was insane. Usually there's like, dude, Ronnie was even stunned. Ronnie's stunned,
yeah.
You're like, what the...
I mean, no news, just out of nowhere this drops. And like nobody knew apparently, and I believe the people who say they didn't know. It is this is one of those things where like PRED was already on the team, right? Like they probably just hit him up directly. They didn't have to go through like a manager or any weird shit, you know what I mean? Like it was just like, hey, you want to come back? Okay, let's do it. Like there wasn't all this where it didn't have to have all these different touch points where eventually it gets leaked. So
yeah, I mean, the second he got that, hey, want to come back, he's like, yeah, hell yeah.
I mean, he's still in Australia. So you got to think, right? By the time he gets here, they're probably not going to be getting a lot of practice in. So you got to worry about their first weekend of matches a little bit. I would think.
They play FaZe first match back. If it's even close, I'm all in, man. If it's even close, I mean, FaZe are probably licking their chops getting this matchup.
Didn't Boston play LAT FaZe in Carolina? At the event, they played FaZe and Cloud9.
and lost to Cloud9.
Yeah,
A shitty Cloud9.
they lost to Cloud9 on LAN, a Cloud9 team that hasn't been competitive a lot of the season.
A shitty Cloud9.
Getting 3-0'd by
Cloud9.
FaZe is what it is, but like they should have beat C9 for sure.
Yeah.
What OPTIC has a tough schedule to split, right?
They do. They do.
OPTIC has FaZe Rocker first weekend.
Yes. Are you talking about PRED being back in? Yes, PRED being back in is 100%. Continue, sorry.
They got FaZe Rocker first weekend, which, you know, I mean, FaZe is FaZe, right? But Rocker is not a team you can sleep on.
No.
So you definitely got to get your reps in. And then you got Ravens the next weekend, which is obviously a team that's beaten you guys twice. Then you got Miami Ultra the weekend after that. Actually, is there? Oh, because the minor is in between there. So then you have the minor after the Ravens match. Then Miami Ultra, which is no slouches. And then LAT, LAG last weekend. So this is a tough schedule, bro.
It is.
This is a tough schedule. It's got to be one of the harder schedules. Playing, you're basically playing the top 6 teams, not including yourself, right? FaZe, LAT, Ravens Ultra, Miami Rocker. I mean, there's basically the other 5 of the top 6 or 6 of the top 7. And then LAG, who we know has potential, right? Has played you guys close a couple times, played LAT close.
Yeah, probably one of the scarier bottom teams for sure.
Wow. Yeah, I don't think LAG are changing because they were scrimming yesterday. They scrimmed Fellows team on stream yesterday, and it was the same roster. So I don't think LAG is changing just based on scrims.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at this, and I'm thinking,
what do we think, chat? What's your predicted record for OPTIC, chat? I want to know what you guys have.
I'm thinking if you go 5-2 here, OPTIC, you're happy. I think if you go 4-3, you're not great. I mean, you're not like ecstatic, but you'll be like, okay, maybe I'll take that. Anything less, you're probably shitting yourself. I would say 5-2 is probably your goal here. Anything above 5-2 is great, especially with the little practice that they're gonna have. But I mean, starting off with FaZe is rough. Regardless of the time practice, you should probably beat Rocker. Ravens, you've lost twice to them this year, so I mean, that's rough. Miami just sent you to losers. I mean, that sucks. Ultra, you seem to play Ultra pretty well. LAT just got second. I mean, if it wasn't them choking against us last time, they would have beat us. And then you got LAG mates. I mean, I'm looking at this like as unbiased as possible, probably chalking up a loss to Ravens, LAT, and FaZe, and going 4-3. Now, me being the fan that I am,
you got them going 7-0.
No, not 7-0. I'll probably say 5-2. I'll give them one of those. One of those 3 losses. I'll give them a win because I think that they'll win one of them. But I think 5-2 is probably the sweet spot here.
Yeah.
Now, if they come in like new team cheese and
honeymoon period
2.0 and just run through everybody, I mean, that'd be freaking amazing. I just don't know if I see that. Major 1 winners right off of a roster change. I mean, that's rough.
I guess we'll see. Yeah, it's definitely a tough schedule. If they can steal a win from FaZe and LAT, you're probably looking pretty good, but you can't count out Rocker. You can't count out Ray. You literally can't count out any of these teams. Like, genuinely. Any one of these teams could win a series on any given day. Other than maybe LAG, because they just don't seem to be able to close. But you never know. You never know. So we'll see. They got a tough schedule for sure. But that's then Major 3, they got a breeze, bro. Rocker, Cloud9, Miami, Vegas, FaZe. They play FaZe on 420, bro. Come on, Pine Park and be going crazy.
This is actually, no bullshit, such a genius marketing idea for OPTIC. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Put all like the PR bullshit to the side. This is like genius for marketing. PRED leaves the team. They struggle, bounce out early in Major 1. You're hosting Major 2. They're giving the rings from
Mhm.
previous champs at the Major, and you have just out of nowhere drop a bomb, and he's coming back into the lineup. Absolutely genius. The amount of impressions they've gotten today is astronomical. I'm pretty sure Pred had enough to pay off my school loans and gifted
Oh my
subs in a
God,
matter of
bro could have
15
paid
minutes
off
today.
everybody's loans in this chat with
Yeah.
how much money he made.
Absolutely genius marketing from those guys. I mean, I just
Oh
hope it
my God.
translates to the gameplay.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be interesting, right? Because you're going back to the team that'll probably be maybe a little bit struggling in SND, right? Like potentially, which was their thing last year. I mean, if you look at the stats, right? If we try to compare if we try to compare HUKE and Pred here, in Hardpoint, right? Pred only played 2 series, so it's like a smaller sample size, but pretty similar numbers, right? Preds look a little bit better, I would say, but like I said, smaller sample size. In SND, pretty similar numbers. Not really much difference there. And then in Control, pretty similar numbers. So you got to think, at least based on how both of these players have looked in Black Ops 6, it's not, you know what I mean? They should still be feeling pretty good. I mean, it's Pred at the end of the day, obviously, but HUKE was potentially their best player in recent weeks, and now you're bringing back Pred, who could potentially be your best player. So you never know.
It'll be interesting. I do think this helps them in Control, which I think is vastly important for them consistently beating the top teams.
Mm-hmm.
HUKE's just not a very good Control player. I think that was probably his worst game mode.
Mm-hmm.
And Kenny has been struggling in Control. So hopefully Pred can bring some slaying level to Control that they drastically need, because their Control has been subpar. Not like terrible, but if you want to be one of the better teams, that third game mode's always important for like the very good teams. Because, I mean, even if you start slow in a series, you go into that map 3 feeling confident, that's the start of a reverse sweep.
Yeah.
I mean, so I'm hoping that this maybe helps their Control. But the problem is, and we've talked about this many times, what does this do for their search? Because HUKE and Hardpoint looked unbelievable. And then they looked on, and then they go to the Major and they go 1-5 in Hardpoint,
Mm-hmm.
which is unacceptable. But their search has looked better besides the 3-game losing streak that they had randomly. Their surge was much better with HUKE. So are you going to get your search and destroy consistency with this roster, or are you going to have to be okay with taking the inconsistency in search for a little bit more consistency and Control? I mean, I would assume the Hardpoint stays pretty similar. I don't see the Hardpoint making that much of a fluctuation, whether good or bad. It's going to be the search and the Control. Is the positives that you get in Control, does it outweigh the cons that you lose in S&D, or is it a bigger loss losing your solid search than it is gaining some Control? I don't know. It's time will tell.
Yeah. I mean, I'd imagine you probably want to be better at search than Control, right? S&D wins championships, as they say.
I would think.
As we saw. But, I mean, listen, they won 2 events last year with the way their search was, right? So it's all about just hitting stride at the right times in the right moments, right? Your search can be mid all season long, but if your search is good on a Sunday, it's all that really matters, right? So,
and their search was solid for the most part last year. I mean, it really was. They weren't a bad search team by any stretch of the imagination. Besides, like, Major 4 where they couldn't win an S&D to save their life, their S&D was pretty solid. So, again, I'm just shooting the shit, just talking for conversation. Like, I don't think that their search and destroy is going to fall off a freaking cliff.
No, I think they're going to be ass, honestly.
Think so? You think they get worse?
I do think their SND probably gets worse. You also do have to, if you look at the schedule, right? You got FAZE, probably the best SND team in the game. Then you got Rocker, who are a good SND team. They're probably like a top 5 SND team. Then you got Ravens, who's also a good SND team. Miami is they're kind of ass. They're not the greatest SND. Ultra, who it hasn't been good recently, but we know how good they can be. L8T, who you would probably say is mid at SND, but played FaZe pretty close. And then LAG was terrible at Search. So they do have some tough SND teams coming up, which is good for reps, obviously. So if they come out the first 2-3 series and they lose 4 Search and Destroys, people are probably going to be like, oh my God, we should have kept HUKE, blowing up the timeline. I wouldn't overthink it because you got to remember who they're playing in SND, I think, the first couple series. I want to get ahead of the curve and put that out there. Because if they lose game 2, game 5 to FaZe, or game 2 to Rocker, or game 2 to Ravens, people are going to be going crazy. But those are 3 good SND teams.
Yeah, I mean, OPTIC losing it all, the timeline always is oversaturated. Now it's going to be like threefold, but I think they'll be fine. I do.
Yeah,
I do.
I did this. I see people in chat asking about Kenny, and I want to bring up Kenny's tweet from the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And
we were playing COD when he dropped.
We were playing COD when this all dropped. So I mean, also to answer Coda, he's asked a couple times. HUKE to Surge, we already talked about it earlier. It was before you were here. That's where he's going. We all think he's going to Surge. Yeah. But chat, what did you guys think about the clip that here from NADESHOT and OCTANE and JCap, and then Kenny's response? And I guess I can play the clip real quick, or at least part of it, so if people didn't hear it.
I know, but I think Ken is a streaky player, bro. I mean, you coach him, so I'm not going to tell you, but the Ken that I watched could be really good, but he could also look really bad. But the good outweighed the bad.
Yeah, so NADESHOT said Kenny can look really good, but he can look really bad, but the good outweighed the bad. And that's generally what the sentiment was amongst them. I mean, OCTANE was saying needs Ken to shoot straight, and JCap was saying that he's streaky, so was NADESHOT. Kenny tweets this, though, and we were in a call when this dropped, and we were talking about it because the timeline was blowing up when this happened.
Yeah.
What did you think? What was your take on the tweet?
This is me being completely unbiased because Ken's only been on OPTIC for a little over a year. So, I mean, he's been literally the OPTIC Reaper for years. I don't think that there was any ill intent behind any of the words said by any of those guys. All of those guys are boys with Ken. I don't necessarily 100% disagree with the words that are being said. I think Kenny is a very streaky player. I think what he's laughing at more here is the fact that he's never really had to be like this unbelievable, just slaying dominant player besides year 1. I mean, besides year 1 and maybe Black Ops 4, maybe Black Ops 4 too. But ever since like those few years of him playing, he's been the, if not the, probably one of the best gap fillers in the league. No matter what team he's on, he's been one of the best gap fillers. So I think he probably took this as like not playing good. Like, what are we talking about not playing good? I'm doing what I need to do for my teams to win all the time. Like, I'm doing what needs to be done. Why are we looking at the scoreboards?
Yeah.
But I think more what they're saying versus the way that he probably took it is he's very streaky. And whether you get him at his bad or you get him at his good, when you get him at his good, you're going to be good way more than you're going to be bad. I think is what their main goal here is saying. And him being on your team is way more positive than it is negative. I think this was more of a compliment more than like a diss. I think this is maybe like a little backhanded compliment that maybe could be taken a bunch of different ways.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was going to say. I do think one, like you just said, NADESHOT, JCap, OCTANE, they were defending him. I actually think this probably only came up because people in chat were probably roasting Kenny or saying he's playing bad. I mean, look who's playing on the screen. Miami Heretics and Minnesota Rocker. So it's not even like OPTIC's playing when they're talking about this. So they were probably defending him to the trolls in chat who were saying, drop Kenny, he's been bad. But I do think Ken probably saw he can be very bad, and Ken's like, bro, I'm doing everything. I'm always making the right play. And even if I'm going -10 in a map, like, I'm doing everything I can to put my teammates in good positions to win. And so in his mind, and I think just in fundamentally how COD's played, that's not playing bad. It just looks bad on the scoreboard.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Fuel makes a very good point there. That caption it doesn't help anything.
Well, it's the captions to get you to click on it.
If he went into that and didn't actually watch the video, that caption is insane. That caption is so like clickbait, it's ridiculous. I mean, that technically was said, but the way that's worded makes it seem like
that is like
they're calling him ass.
That's clean, perfect clickbait, bro. You take a quote that's said, but you leave out all their context. But people just got to watch the clip to get the other context. The thing is, if you look through like Kenny's replies, which I mean, scrolling through Twitter replies is dangerous. A lot of these people probably didn't watch the full clip. You know what I'm saying? A lot of the people who are like, oh my God, these guys are haters or things like that, or supposed to be your boys. You know, all these different things. So, you know what I'm saying? It is like 3 people talking about someone who helped them get a ring is still playing is insane. Considering NADESHOT can't buy a kill in rank, Scrap retired Octane and JCap. Like, you know, and people probably are joking down here too, but yeah, I think a lot of people saw the headline when he retweeted it, and that was all it was.
Yeah. Yeah, I think this is maybe just a context thing. I will say historically, we've mentioned this multiple times too, but historically, Kenny is better as the year goes on.
Yeah. We say this every year. Literally every season we say this.
Every single year we say, besides last year. Last year he started off like with a fire under his ass, and it was like, well, what? I mean, this guy's like the Terminator. But like every other year, he's always started a bit slow, and as soon as he caught his footing, started catching a bit of flow, he started just getting better and better and better as the year went on. I mean, we look at Vanguard, dude. Literally look at Vanguard. That team was ass. I mean, I said it. I'm sure Jake said it. Multiple AT fans. I'm sure NADESHOT was thinking about it multiple times, blowing up this team. They were garbage. I think 2 times they went 0-5, if not twice, at least once for sure. Maybe a 1-4 split. They were garbage. And then one little rule change, he took a couple weeks to get used to it, and then they became by far the best team in the league. I mean, it wasn't even close. They were slamming everybody. It was the Kenny effect, man. Everybody talks about it. He won Champs MVP. I mean, he looked unbelievable. He went from being one of the worst players in the league to honestly one of the best players in the league. It's the Kenny effect, man. I mean, it's what he does. And even if he doesn't do that, which is what I think his tweet is mainly about, the impact that he actually has on every single team that he's on is there. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But when he is playing at the level that he's playing, I mean, it just makes it that much easier for his team.
Yeah, people be hating on Ken. I saw a lot of tweets since the HUKE PRED news came out, saying they should have dropped Kenny and put PRED on the flex and kept HUKE on the team. Mm-hmm. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? Those comms.
I feel like Kenny is like undroppable. I don't know. Kenny to me feels like a player that's almost undroppable. That might be fucking faded, and people might call me stupid. I don't know. But Kenny to me feels like a player that you do not want to drop. Like, genuinely. And we're going to look at all these people looking at stats. Oh my God, you're fucking faded. But maybe you guys just don't know fucking ball. Kenny to me is not a droppable player mid-season. Let me reiterate that. Mid-season. If your season goes terrible all year and you're not looking to bring him back the following season, that's different. I'm not talking about making a team change at the end of a season. I'm talking about dropping mid-season. I don't think Kenny is a droppable player mid-season.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, even if it was like Major 3 and he's still playing bad and the team is not succeeding, maybe there's a world at this point in his career he gets dropped. But bro, after Major 1, people want to drop a 2-time world champion who not only 2 times, the one time was literally 5 months ago, 6 months ago. I mean, she might even be more at this point, but you know what I'm saying. It was last year. It was literally the last game. So People are wild, bro. Like the things I saw on the timeline and in that Greenwald Twitter community. Shout out to the Greenwald Twitter. That's those are Preston's boys. You know what I'm saying? Face of the green wall over here. That community was in shambles. The amount of people are like, yeah, where's everyone saying Pred wasn't gonna come back? Where are those people at? Dude, even Shotzi said it on stream. He literally was like, you idiots. Pred is not, like, he's not coming back.
Yeah.
And then look what happens, man. And look what happens. I don't know, bro. It's a crazy world we live in. But the Green Walls championship team is back. You guys are looking to... I saw everyone, oh my God, back to back. It's confirmed. We're going back to back. Fred's here.
What are your thoughts as an LAT fan? I mean, I've given my thoughts, and obviously I'm an Optic fan, so my thoughts are going to be I'm going to support the team no matter what. Obviously. I mean, we know that.
Mm-hmm.
What are your genuine thoughts as an LAT fan who is a major CDL fan and, you know, knows literally everything behind the scenes and everything that's going on? I want to know what your thoughts are. If this was LAT, would you have wanted to do this? Would you have wanted to be in this exact position that I am in as an Optic fan?
Nah, I think they're crazy. No, I'm trolling. I'm trolling.
Okay.
No, obviously. I mean, listen, this isn't like they came off of a year last year where maybe they won Major 3 and they got like second or third at champs type thing. Like, and now we're bringing them back. Like, you're putting back together the World Championship roster you had just last year, right? And you also like, and you know what this team is capable of. And it's also not like, you know, it's imagine if instead of Pred, this was Estriel, right? Like a guy who isn't a bona fide superstar, who's literally won an MVP award in the past. Like, this is Pred we're talking about at the end of the day. So I think it makes a lot of sense. Like, I do feel very bad for HUKE. Like, I think he just draws the short end of the stick, although he probably was aware of this being a possibility.
Hot take.
We got a super chat here from Nick Johnson.
Average at best.
199. Yo, Nick, thank you for the 199. Phases respawn is average at best. Yeah, that's a hot take, bro. You might be off the Papania on that one.
FaZe is very good at control. Their hard point is a little concerning based on FaZe's standards, but besides that, I mean, that's a stretch.
I mean, bro, FaZe was playing close hardpoints versus LAT, who looked like the best hardpoint in the game last weekend.
Based on FaZe's standards, I can maybe argue that their hardpoint's a little lackluster for them and them only. But I mean, compared to every other team's standards,
if other teams were playing like that, they'd be more than satisfied.
Yes.
But Nick, we appreciate the super chat, my God. Thank you. But yeah, I feel bad for HUKE, but
nice.
I feel bad for HUKE, but you know, it is what it is. I'm sure he knew what he was getting himself into. He got his spot. He literally was in the spotlight for the last couple months. He showed that he could be a top 5 caliber player in this game. He's going to land pretty much on just about any team. A lot of teams should probably be reaching out to HUKE, I would imagine, right? Even teams that have good sub duos now, HUKE's probably better than someone on that team already. So
the Rocker one confuses me a little bit. I'm not going to lie to you. I've been seeing a lot of people, like, to me, the only move that Rocker makes is an AR for Paul. That's the only move that Rocker make for me. Am I missing something? I thought the sub duo has been good.
The sub duo has been good. I think we're getting into a realm in COD these days where the roles don't feel like they matter as much as they once did. And because they talked about this on the flank, I think, because I saw a clip, and they were basically like, I mean, this is the guys on the flank saying like, the roles aren't really like that big of a deal anymore. So I think we're getting it to this point where it's like, okay, your main AR is getting pissed on. Drop him, put your flex AR on the main, and then just add a sub to play the flex. Because at the end of the day, like, these pros can use both guns, right? They can slow down a little bit if they need to. They can speed up a little bit if they need to. Like, I do think it does matter to some extent. Like, trying to tell HUKE, okay, you got to play a flex AR role where you have to be this third fastest player on the team, not the fastest, I would imagine would take a lot of practice to get out of his natural, you know, habits of playing the way he does. But I think people are just like, fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Paul X isn't playing well. Drop him. Bring in HUKE and make it work, I think is what some people start to think. And obviously with some maps having 4 jackals, you know what I'm saying?
What do you think about that? You think that would work? This year it might work, but we saw that last year with Surge at the beginning of the year. That shit did not work. They brought like 3 ARs and they
Yeah.
tried to make a boost to use a sub and they looked like ass.
Yeah, I think it can work in certain circumstances, right? Like I think you limit your map pool if you have three like main SMG players, right? Because when you got a map that's not as SMG heavy, which in
Like
this
Invasion.
game, yeah, like Invasion last year, you kind of limit yourself in that case. In this game, though, you can run 3 or 4 subs on Hasi. You can run it on Vault. There's multiple hills on Protocol where you can pull out an extra sub. What are them? Skyline subs, right? What map am I missing? Red Card. You could probably get away with it on some hills and certain points. So I think it could work. But I do think, especially as the map pool changes in this game, if we do get more maps that allow for more AR usage, you do start to handicap yourself a little bit. But also maybe who could be nasty with an AR? What do you say?
I said it also helps the Jackal's fucking insane.
It does. That also actually we could talk about this a little bit because I don't even know who tweeted this out. They're apparently GAing certain things on the Jackal, according to Abizi and Joe Deceives.
Yeah, Barrel, right?
I don't even know who tweeted this. Was it Breaking Point? Or
somebody tweeted in the Zoom Mafia thing that Abizi had a pinned message in his stream or something, saying they're scrimming with no barrel or something like that. I think, or the game twist barrel is okay and no muzzle or something like that. Something like that. I don't know exactly off the top of my head.
If I can find this.
No muzzle. Yeah, that's what it is. Long barrel and reinforces GA, but gain twist is okay.
Here you go.
What it is?
The long and reinforced are being GA'd, but they can use gain twist.
Okay.
So
and no muzzle.
I don't know how this ultimately, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't really play the game enough, nor do I feel like I understand the game well enough to, even if I was playing with these, to tell you how much of a difference it makes. But the pros must feel it's going to make somewhat of a difference if they're at least trying it or GAing it officially. So maybe this makes the sub a little bit not as good, but I don't know,
Spiteful
bro.
was in here saying it's better.
It's better?
He said that shit's like hit scan now.
Well, the gain twist increases bullet velocity, so I remember Abizi saying it kind of feels hit scan now. But, dude, I don't know. Like, it's just so disgusting. Like, the bits that we play ranked, genuinely, like, when I use an aims, I don't even know why I try. Like, I don't even know what's the point of me pulling out an aims, unless I'm, like, really gonna, like, sit in a head glitch. You know what I mean? Like, I'm really gonna just, like, not move and sit somewhere. There's just no point. Like, you might as well just use a Jackal. Especially because everyone else is using a Jackal, and they're just running at you anyway. There's no point using an AR, so...
Well, it's harder for you in general, because you're on M&K.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
I couldn't imagine facing 3 freaking Jackals with an aims on M&K. I probably would, like, want to chop my sack off. I'm being honest.
So, I mean, we'll see how this kind of plays out, but maybe we see it get a little closer. I actually was looking at the numbers this morning. I was going to, like, tweet about this, but then I was like, I don't really know if this is a good enough tweet. I was looking at the Slayer ratings for SMGs compared to ARs this year, and the SMGs are averaging, like, because Slayer rating is how many kills you'd get over a 5-map series on average, right? That's what the Slayer rating is. So if you have a 90 Slayer rating, you would, on average, get 90 kills across a 5-map series. The ARs are averaging, I think it was 6 to 7 less kills on average. So it was like 88, 89 for the SMGs, and then like 82, 83 for the ARs. And also the averages across the ranges, there were way more SMGs that just basically were frying and ARs that were just not really competing in the slaying. So I wonder how this balances it out, is ultimately what I'm trying to say with the GAs here, because I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make.
I don't know. It's a sub world, and we're just living in it, man.
Honestly, bro.
It's literally a sub world. Every single year is a sub world. I got told last year the MCW was the god gun. I'm fucking getting cross map with a rival. I don't know. Every single year. Oh, the subs ass. The ARs are god. Like, okay, whatever, bro. Jackal might be one of the best guns I've ever used, like ever. Like pre-patch Vesper type shit.
It's pretty disgusting. It's pretty disgusting. Yeah, I mean, any other roster moves you think are gonna happen? I kind of feel like this might be like less than we thought. Right? Because if Surge make a move, OPTIC make a move, I don't know if we're gonna see anything else. I mean, maybe
I think
Falcons
Rocker
make
make an AR move. You don't think Rocker make an AR move?
I don't know, bro. The thing with Rocker for me is like they're like team chem and like the way they play the game and like their comms and their all that sorts of thing might like Paul X might have a big say in that, and I don't know if they feel like they need to make a change, especially because they've been competent. Like they've been able to get upsets, they've been able to go game fives. Like they got top 6 at LAN, which maybe isn't what they want, but it's probably about what they're expected to do. I could see them trying another stage with Paul, is basically what I'm saying.
Okay.
I don't know that they should. I feel like you might as well get ahead of the curve, right? If you make a change right now, not only do you get to practice with that team for longer, like let's say before champs, you get a whole extra stage of practice, but you also get your pick of the litter of anybody you want from challengers. Like the first team to make a move gets the first pick of who's available, right? Which is why a lot of people are like, see, teams should have picked up HUKE before OPTIC did, because anyone who wanted a good SMG basically couldn't have him because he already went to OPTIC. Now things are different, but if you're Rocker and you're looking at Paul, who's maybe on the fringe, and you see a guy like Lunars and Challengers who's absolutely cooking, do you just pull the trigger now, or do you wait? Because in 3 weeks, he might end up being on a different team, and then you kind of miss your point. Like, you missed your chance.
I don't know. I just think Illy's right there, man. I think Illy's like the perfect guy for this team. I really do.
I think
I
it
really
makes sense.
I don't know.
Also, Fellow tweeted out that contract gift. I don't know if he was trolling or not, but
people, I don't know where I saw it, but someone said something has to do with sponsorship.
it could. He's been grinding his stream. Shout out to TFL Enterprises over there.
I have a question with Optic and Ant and Dashy playing bad this LAN. Do you think come MVP time, if Simp or Cell continues to base, do you think they get an MVP over Ant and Brandon? Yes.
Yeah. What the hell? Yeah. I think right now, for me personally, Celium is the front runner. If the season was to end, Celium would be my MVP. Without a doubt.
I would probably agree with that.
I think he should have gotten MVP at the major. I think he would be MVP if the season ended today. But I guess it ultimately comes down to like who wins the events, I guess, right? If FaZe win 2 and OPTIC win 2, it might be close. If FaZe win 2 and OPTIC win 1, it probably leans the way of FaZe, right? So we got to see. But
I don't know. I used to think that was the truth, and then Vanguard.
Until Vanguard, yeah. I mean, that's a good point.
They're like, yeah, let's give the MVP to Cell. Okay.
That's a good point. I don't know. Maybe. I guess
Everyone's
we'll have to
like,
see.
Event wins matter, and then FaZe didn't win shit, but Dashy still didn't win, MVP. It's all good though. I'm only a little salty.
I mean, I guess it was because FaZe were consistently top 2 and OPTIC was only first once. And what else did you guys do that year? Would you guys get like top 4, top 6s most of the other time?
Yeah.
So maybe that's probably part of the thing. I don't know. Yeah, I don't see any other roster changes happening though. I don't see Miami making a move. They just got top 3. Falcons, maybe they like bring in Hamza or they get kicks back, but Falcons don't even count at this point. Like, I don't know what they're gonna do. Sorry, Alex, my bad, bro. My bad. But like Rocker, maybe Paul, Boston, maybe an AR, but like there's no rumors. You know what I mean? Like, we got rumors yesterday of Surge wanting to replace Hixie. And then today, obviously, HUKE becomes available. They announce Hixie's gone. They probably just signed HUKE. Maybe it was Neptune, but it's probably HUKE. We haven't heard anything else. You think you would have heard, like, oh, Boston are looking to replace Awakening or Rocker are looking to replace Paul. Especially because, like, you only got one more week to scrim, right? Team scrim, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. It's currently Thursday night when we're recording this. So, I mean, I guess you could try to book scrims for over the weekend since there's no matches. But, like, a week from now, you're basically prepping for your match on Friday. So, like, you got to get moving if you're going to make a change here.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, I don't think teams started scrimming until yesterday. So,
yeah,
it's not like they lost too much. But you're right. They got to get their shit in line. I think we'll see a lot of clarity come, like, Saturday, Sunday. Because I'm pretty sure rosters have to be locked Monday. I don't know where I heard that, but I think that's a true statement. Rosters have to be locked into the CDL by Monday, so we should see a lot of, if there are many more team changes, figuring it out by the weekend would be my guess.
Yeah, I would imagine if we don't get rumors, honestly, tomorrow, I don't know if there's going to be anything that happens. Can we talk
I'd love to
about?
talk about
Everyone
FaZe
wants to
not
talk
showing up
about
on
Scrap.
Sunday. But what about Scrap? He's getting slammed on Sundays. Well, that's valid.
I mean,
But
listen, bro.
this
This
past
is
event's not slammed. I mean, he
dude.
lost
The
game
thing.
7 round 11.
The thing with guys of Scrap and I mean, and even FaZe's caliber, right? Like any of these guys, OPTIC, Scrap, Hydra, like they get second place twice, and people automatically assume they choke artists on Sundays. You know what I mean? Like I gotta find the tweet from Brian Stats. Hold on, let me scroll and find this real quick. He posted this right before the finals. Where is it? Scrap is now after last week is 2-3 in grand finals. He's won 40% of the time, right? You'd obviously want it to be a little better, but like 2-3, it's not like he's 2-7, 2-10. You know what I mean? And then bro, I posted this TikTok and with the top 5 players right now, and I had Scrap at number 2, and all the comments were, "Oh, but he went 6-19. Oh, but he dropped the donut." Bro, everybody has bad games. Every other map he's frying. Like every other map he's frying. One donut is not like, you know what I mean? Yes, that's ass, obviously, but that doesn't mean he's not good. Right? Like that doesn't mean he's not good, right? People are talking about Scrap, bro. My guy Ghosty's 0-4 on Sundays now, unfortunately. Right? Like Envoy's 6-7. Why are we oh, you know what I'm saying? Are we gonna that's a negative record.
I actually am not like the world's biggest Silver Surfers fan. I do it because it fucking pisses FaZe fans off. I just think it's hilarious that like people use getting second as an insult.
Yeah.
I listen. Obviously, they want to win every single time, and losing a lot of grand finals is very frustrating, especially for fans. But I think it's just hilarious that people use getting second as an insult. Yeah, you mean you didn't win? Oh, your ass. My bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it's definitely it's a backhanded compliment almost that like, damn, you always make the finals, but then they win them like less than 30% of the time, which is, you know what I'm saying? Which is where the Silver Surfer things come in.
You ain't first, you're last. That's I mean
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong.
You are not wrong. But yeah, dude, the whole people trying to push this narrative that Scrap's bad on Sundays, like, yeah, they got 5-0'd in the Champs Grand Finals, which is fucking piss. Like, how do you let that happen? But, and then they also got swept by OPTIC last year, right?
You know who's not bad on Sundays?
Who?
Quavo Kenny.
Oh, man, if he makes it there.
Yeah, good joke. Solid.
Yeah, nah, it's people are all over the place, bro. FaZe fans just want to feel better about their team getting second place all the time. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. I would too. Hey, maybe this is your year. FaZe might win every event this year. Maybe LAT will get second every single year, and we'll be able to talk. Well, you guys can call us the Silver Surfers. If that's what happens, that's what happens.
I don't think that's what's gonna happen.
You never know, man.
I think you guys are good for 2.
2? I'm thinking 7.
No, you're not getting 7.
This time we take everything, Preston. But not other than Major 1. That just didn't count. It was warm up.
Well, EWC is FaZe. I mean, those guys are the single Elim Reapers. So, I mean, I'm just already chalking EWC up to go to FaZe. But
and Minor too. Give it to them as well.
Yeah, I mean, those guys live.
Bro, the people on Twitter that are saying FaZe are back-to-back champions have me crying. They're counting the Minor as back-to-back.
I've seen a lot of people argue on the timeline.
Oh my god, bro! They won. They won EWC and they won Major 1. Like you're back-to-back. That's pretty fucking good. You don't gotta ruin it with the Minor.
MW19 counts. Why doesn't the Minors count? It is a win, not a major win, though. Well, then why would it be back-to-back-to-back? You're like back-to-back, if anything.
You whisper the back? Was there any signings today? No signings. No sign. Oh, I guess PRED, technically, but... Yeah, I don't know, bro. Everyone likes to beef, bro, in this community. It's insane.
OPTIC are back-to-back top 8. That is not true.
In that EWC, you guys got top 8.
We got 4th. We lost to FaZe in winners finals.
Oh, that's true. You got T4.
Yeah.
right?
We literally
you lost the
almost
FaZe.
made grand finals and we
Never
lost
mind.
the
You're
FaZe.
right. You're right. Where else did you get?
What do you mean no? Yes, we did. Surge got 4th. Okay.
No, because you guys made it out of groups.
We played FaZe on Sunday and lost.
You did, yeah, for sure. Because I remember it was FaZe, you guys, and us Ultra.
We beat Cloud9 on Saturday to play FaZe on Sunday.
Mhm.
Yes. Still can't beat us. So you're admitting that you're wrong.
Yeah, but he
And
can't.
we're-
He won't admit it openly, so he's got to
And
just
we're
change the
remaking
subject.
back to the still can't beat us. Yeah, that's a typical FaZe fan answer. That's the most standard FaZe fan answer ever. Look, Alex knows it too. That's literally the most FaZe fan answer.
Oh man, I love the fans. We need other teams to get more fans, bro. It's boring when it's just Optic, Thieves, and FaZe. We need other teams to get some fans. What's your guys' favorite HP map to watch in this game? Probably, I mean, I don't know. What's my favorite to watch? I like Skyline.
Red card.
I like Skyline, but it's not. It
Red
might be.
card.
Nah, I don't think it's red card. I kind of like.
I'm a big red card guy.
I don't know. I kind of like them all, honestly. They're. And I don't like Protocol. I don't like Protocol. Red card, Skyline, Vault. I feel like are all good for different reasons.
It's a good question, Dakota. Jake, you want to answer that question for Dakota? Where did
FaZe
FaZe
place at champs last year? Ooh, I was there. I can answer this one. I believe they got 6th place. I believe.
We were there when it happened.
We were there. Well, you were there on that day? Yeah, it was Saturday. Yeah. It's all
We were
good,
there
bro.
in the
It's all
front
good.
row.
It's all good. New year, new FaZe.
How many people on Optic have 2 LAN rings? 2.
One.
Shotzi won Halo LAN 2018.
Oh
Fuck
my
with me.
god, there you go. You gotta be more
with me.
specific. That actually reminds me. I saw a stat today. HUKE is the first player in Optic history to play 5 LANs with the org and to never win one.
That's insane.
That's insane. Every single player that's played at 5 or more LANs for Optic has won except for HUKE.
That's insane.
That's actually crazy. I don't know if that was true. It was in the replies to a Brian Stats tweet, and he replied to it like, damn, that's crazy. So I don't know if that's facts, but Brian Stats didn't say it was wrong, so I don't know if he knew that, though, so.
Dan played 4 events, so he didn't get 5. That would be valid. I'm trying to think. I probably actually could figure this out. I mean, up until a certain point.
There's a lot of people that have played for you guys over the years.
But 5 events.
Yeah, 5 events in modern era is basically a full season.
Yeah,
And then
TJ
3.
won, so Dashy's obviously won. I'm trying to think. Black Ops 4 was after Black Ops 4. Well, Cold War. Envoy. Oh, are we counting Huntsman?
I guess. I don't know. Probably. The guy didn't really get into the specific. He didn't list out the. You know what I'm saying?
I guess if we're counting Huntsman, then yeah. But
He didn't. He
Envoy,
didn't link a spreadsheet or nothing. He just said
that Optic Chicago team was so just disappointing.
it.
Actually, so disappointing. So much aura for absolutely no reason. They're so ass. I've never seen a team be so ass have more aura in my life.
I don't know. I thought that was a crazy stat, whether that was true or not. So my bad for HUKE. That might be his last time on Optic.
You know who did win a major in MW2? Yeah, I do.
LA Thieves.
Yep. NYSL 1-2 and Jams.
NYSL was cooking, bro. HUKE, Exnid, Kicks, and King. Why not? HUKE was born in Saudi Arabia, according to his wiki.
Are we really counting MW2?
But I don't know
though,
if
you
he
know what I'm saying?
speaks. If he speaks it.
Hixie won an event in MW2. You know what I'm saying? Do we
Oh,
count
my
this?
bad. Dude, Hixie's on a block train right now. You better be careful. He might be watching and he's going to block you.
Are we counting that season? You know what I'm saying? My bad. I'm trolling.
Was there LAN in Cold War? Yeah. Was it just Major 1 that was online in Cold War?
No, The first LAN was Major 4. They played
Oh
online till
shit!
Major. They
Wow.
played online till Major 3.
I didn't even realize that. Thinking back, damn.
Yeah, Major 4 was the first LAN because when
no
they
wonder
went back
LAT
to
was so
LAN,
ass.
yeah, it was like over half the seasons. When they went back to LAN, it was that Major 4 banger, that Game 9 round 10 between FaZe and Dallas when they picked up Vivid. That was the first LAN back.
Wow. My God, I thought it was sooner.
Was there 5 majors in Cold
yes,
War?
there was 5. Major 5 was the Minnesota Miracle comeback.
Dude, that Game 9 series between Dallas and FaZe was insane. That was an insane series. That was literally like a almost 3.5-hour series.
We had some bangers.
Oh yeah,
back in
that's
the day.
right. Yeah, you're right. The Minnesota comeback was 5.
Mhm.
Yeah, those two were LAN and then champs. But before, everything was online before that.
Man,
A lot. Spiteful. 4, I think, right? 3 majors and champs.
yeah,
had a lot
they won
that year.
4. They won 4 events that year.
Yeah, I mean, those guys were undeniable that season. Fucking undeniable.
Somehow their biggest competition was like Band.
But if we're counting Cold War chips, I mean, at this point, it's in the big 2025. Christ, I mean, I'm pretty sure they were signing the Rosetta Stone back then too. Holy shit, we're still talking about Cold War. Another phase comment. Christ, oh, how many events did OPTIC win in IW? Like fucking 6. Okay, but it doesn't matter. So,
nah, it doesn't matter. It's all good. It's all good. Listen, you guys got your ring last year.
we did.
You did. You did. You got 7. Listen, you only got 7 more years until another one. So like,
Yeah.
at least you got something to look forward to.
You're an idiot, Spiteful. You're a moron. How many wins you have in 2025? You're an idiot. That's a good point. Good point.
LAT got to win, bro. Case on, mate. Case on land. You know what I'm saying?
That was still 2024, brother.
And nah, it counts, bro. Black Ops 6. Black Ops 6 season. I'm counting it.
I don't know.
I'm counting it. I'm counting it.
You guys are 0-1 as far as I'm concerned.
Actually, OPTIC did win longest meet and greet line at Major 1. So that's a trophy right there. Add it to the cabinet.
Okay, yeah.
Add it to the cabinet. There you go.
Yeah, LAT fans won longest series to choke a Game 7 round 11. So
I'm still pissed about that. I don't even want to bring it up. I'm still so mad at how they played SND in those finals, bro. You just checked me out. I'm leaving, bro. You just checked me. I'm turning off my camera. I'll see you later, man. I'll see you, chat. Just absolutely checked me out. Are you worried now that AG is back? Not even the slightest.
Oh my God. I'm so turned right now. I'm so sorry.
Oh my God, bro. You checked me out.
Oh. Holy shit, they said Hydra vent by himself.
They
bro.
did, dude.
They literally thought they were playing Among Us, bro.
He was venting, bro.
It
was so stupid, bro. Why?
They caught Hydra venting, bro.
Why would they not be watching it? They should have just sent him. He could have ran through mid, like on to gym. I don't even know. He could have done something. Anything better than that, bro. It's okay. We'll never see that play again, I bet.
Nah, you guys, you're fine. You're fine.
We'll never see that. We'll never see that play again.
Being told to check my tweets. Who said that? Caleb. Oh, that's good gas, Caleb. Good work.
Oh my God, dude. I'm so checked out now.
What happens when Dan opened a car? What does that mean?
He's talking about when Draza got 3 kills. Spiteful needs all the dope he can get, bro. He didn't get a lot last year for FaZe, I guess. Not enough, because they got top 6 at champs.
Oh, okay, the RC. Okay, I got you. I was thinking like, what the hell, Dan blew up a car or some shit like that? Okay, I got you. Yeah, that was insane by Draws. That was actually insane by Draws.
Can you name your CDL dream teams?
Wow.
Probably...
That's a great question.
Probably Octane, Kenny, Envoy, and Draza would be my dream team.
Okay, now actually name your dream team.
Dream team? Like, what are we saying? Like, people that I just want to see, like, win? Like, that I think would win together?
No, like if you could build like a roster, a 4-person roster of any player that has played in the CDL and they play for your team.
Are they at the
Who
peak of
is
their
that for?
powers?
The peak. Every single person is at their peak. This
Every
is like
person?
This
I
is
want-
like your ultimate dream
I
squad.
want
CDL only.
wait, but they're still at the peak. If just they only had to play in CDL.
Yep.
All right, I want a BZ.
Mm-hmm.
I want Scump.
Mm.
I want. Who do I want to put in that? I want Octane on the main AR for sure. And then on the flex roll. Ooh, there's a lot of options you could go here. There's a lot of options. Give me
I'm waiting for what?
Give me Aches.
Go ahead.
I'm trolling. Honestly, I'd probably go with like, give me Scrap, bro.
That's not who I thought you were gonna say.
Give me Scrap. I was thinking like you could go Ken or you could go
That's
like.
who I thought you were gonna say.
Yeah, but Ken's better on the sub. Ken's better on the sub.
I'm gonna go. Who am I gonna go?
He doesn't know.
Simp.
Simp.
I feel like
You love him.
I feel like Simp peak might be the best peak of all time.
I don't know, bro. I watched Scump play before when you were still in the womb. That guy was cooking.
Well, to be fair, I didn't watch back then, so I didn't really get to like.
Shit.
I didn't really get to like.
I'm genuinely the best way I can explain peak Scump for anyone that didn't watch was every time Optic loaded into the map, you just knew you were going to watch absolute just the greatest COD you've ever. Like, it was just like, you knew this guy was going to cook every single time. There was just no question about it. Like, you knew he was going to slam. And I think you could say similar things for Simp, but like, I don't know, bro. Every time Scump loaded in, it was just like, this guy's dropping a 1.5, bro.
I've seen highlights, but I like didn't watch back then, so I didn't really get to like.
It is. It literally is Jordan LeBron.
It's not like the same thing watching back because I mean I know how good he is, so watching it back it's like okay, well I mean that's Scump, but like I feel like watching in real time would have made it that much better. I didn't get to enjoy it like that.
It was elite AW. Okay, what was your team? You got Simp?
Okay, yeah, I got Simp.
Shotzzy, he's gonna say it.
I'm taking Shotzzy. Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
It.
I'm taking Shotzzy, so there's my sub duo.
Onliner, yep.
Peak, I'm taking Formal.
I was going to say Formal, but I love Octane.
We didn't get peak Formal in the CDL, but he played, and I'm taking him at his peak.
Mm-hmm.
And then Flex. I'm taking.
You also need a Flex, unless you put Simp on it.
I'm taking Damon Karma Barlow, bro.
There you go.
I'm taking Formal Karma Shotzzy Simp. That seems insane.
Karma's a good shout for sure.
Kenny's also a good shout, but I mean, Karma's...
None of us said we didn't say Crim6, winningest player.
Yeah, but I mean, he's blocked. He blocked me, so I can't. You know, I can't say.
You can't give him that gas.
No, I can't. I literally can't give him that gas just based on like my personal beliefs. You know what I'm saying?
Why does Simp get
statistically? What does that even mean? Statistically slammed?
I don't even know what the numbers. Do you have the numbers
you mean, like,
for me?
Overall head to head? Is that what he means?
I don't know. He says statistically slammed. I don't know if that means he loses or if that means he goes negative.
I don't know what that. Oh, maybe he like every time Simp plays shots, Simp shits himself. But I mean, it doesn't matter because Optic haven't beat FAZE since fucking hell froze over. So
I thought you were like 18. Yeah, I'm 14 actually. And Preston's like 97 with twins and triplets on the way.
Dude. I'd love this. I loved 5v5 COD. I did. That's a hot take, but thoughts on my list. What'd you say? Yeah,
he said Cold War Simp, MW2 Abe, Vanguard Cell, MW3 Shotzzy. Sure. I mean, yeah.
I mean, it's your list. I mean, it's really any 4 players on anyone's dream team is gonna be hard to say no, because I mean dream teams are a dream team. 5v5, what? We don't fuck with 5v5 or what? I'm a 5v5 advocate. That's one of my hottest takes. I'm a big 5v5 guy.
I hate 5v5. Well, in
Yeah.
BO4 it was good. In BO4, but 2019, bro, holy.
I'm not blaming 2019 on 5v5. That game was ass.
Well,
That game would've been
that's what I'm
ass
saying. It didn't, you know what I'm saying? It didn't
That
even
game
have
would
a
have been ass
chance.
4v4 too.
That game would have been asked anything v anything, bro. They
Dude,
should have just
Black Ops
postponed the year.
6 would be elite 5v5.
Can you imagine a Skyline Hardpoint 5v5?
Holy shit, dude! This game would be elite 5v5. You imagine
Skyline
3 people
HA?
taking Protocol Zip at the same time?
It would be 5v5 jackals only. Instead of 4 jackals on the map, it'd be 5 per team. Can you imagine 10 jackals on the map?
Listen,
Holy
take
shit.
the maps from last year with the movement of this year. Bang.
Oh,
5v5
yeah.
masterpiece. 5v.
Mhm.
Oh my god. I think my pants are wet just thinking about it. I'm not
Okay.
gonna lie to you.
All right. This guy's got to lock in, chat.
5v5 6-star, 5v5 Rio. Oh my.
5v5 Rio would have been insane.
High rise control 5v5 might be, yeah, that might be ass. Okay, not every map from last year, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying. Yeah, high rise is that weird one that we don't talk about. High rise, we don't talk about. But 6-star Rio, Vista, even Karachi. I mean, come on, brother.
Dude,
That
can
map
you
set at the end of the
imagine?
year was godlike.
Can you imagine just 10 dudes omni-moving off the top of the fucking roofs on Karachi, bro? It would be like insanity. It would be insanity.
Omni
Nah.
movement swimming. You could swim backwards, forwards, and you could dive. It'd be fucking insane.
Oh my god.
I'm with you, Spiteful. I also love 10 dudes. I
Hell yeah.
hear you. Good comms.
We should start a restaurant called 10 Dudes.
10 dudes?
Yeah, I don't know what we're gonna serve, but we could have TVs in there that only plays 5v5 Black Ops 4 gameplay all day.
I don't know. I think 5v5 was a little too early. It was before PC. I think PC would have made it a bit better. Black Ops 4 was godlike, bro. Black Ops 4 was god. I think the Stim added like a little layer to it that made it fun, but I think Black Ops 4 without Stim is godlike. Genuinely. I'm a big specialist guy too. I think it makes it fun. There's just too many. There's too many skill gaps in Black Ops 4. I mean, you literally had Stim, you had specialists, you had you even had their passive abilities. I mean,
high TTK,
high
sliding.
TTK. It was just so many things at once. I think if you dumb it down a little bit, it makes it elite. Specialist is cheese. It's COD. It's supposed to be cheese. The games that are not cheese are the ones that are ass. MW19, MW2. The ones that are supposed to be hyper realistic to make it feel.
Ain't
like
nobody trying to play hyper realistic, bro.
Yeah, I'm trying to have fun and play cheese.
I'm trying to grapple fucking slams like a full squad wipe. You know, I'm not trying to peek through some doorways and shit.
Yeah,
Freak open the door and just sneak through, throw flashbang out a corner.
Yeah, I'm with you. Oh my god, dude! The amount of times I played in the back of my head, if Shotzi was on OPTIC and Black Ops 4 using Grapple Sog. Oh my god, dude! It's honestly one of my biggest toxic traits because I do it to myself all the time, and I'm like, dude, that year would have been so different if we just had Shotzi on Grapple Sog. You know what I'm saying?
We got to get this guy a therapist or something, chat. What is he talking about?
We had Damon Karma Barlow using a Maddox with a grapple, brother. We were chalk from the start. We were actually chalk from the start, brother. This dude was grappling with a Maddox, not giving a fuck. He didn't give a fuck. Fat Bob TJ couldn't use grapple, dude. I'll never forgive him for that.
That's too funny. Hey, that's just how it goes, man. That's how it goes. Oh my god. I can't stop yawning. I don't even feel tired. I'm just yawning. You know what I'm saying?
I want to chain press him with my Tempest.
W.
You can do whatever you want to me. I'll be your little slut.
Okay. We gotta lock in.
Just say the same. Just say the right words to me. You know what I'm saying?
We gotta lock in.
I'm all for a little dirty talk.
I can't wait for matches to start back up. A weekend without matches don't feel right.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I gotta spend time with my fiance this weekend instead of watching COD. Damn. Damn, you know what I mean?
Hey, Super Bowl's on.
Yeah, Super Bowl's on. That's exciting.
You know what's crazy? The Super Bowl's literally in 3 days, and the timeline was far filled with way more OPTIC bringing back PRED than anything Super Bowl related.
Yeah. I mean, between the NBA trade deadline and then the CDL community, what was going on today, I haven't seen nothing about the Super Bowl.
I wish I watched basketball for this weekend specifically, because I don't know.
Oh my god, this trade deadline was insane.
Yeah, I like the amount of trades that I saw that I'm just like, dude, I don't really know the relevance about any of these, like, at all. I mean, obviously, I know who Luka Doncic is, and I would assume him trading any team is insane, but I don't know the actual. I don't know
Luka
the
should have been
relevance.
on Mavericks the rest of his life.
I just don't know basketball like that.
Yeah, Dashy's tweet about it, it has like 3 or 4 million impressions, like 100-something thousand likes. Insane.
Yeah, that was funny. What's their game plan when Luka retires?
Yeah, how are they going to build around LeBron? Did not have PRED return on your bingo card? Well, shit, you got to add it real quick. It's a free space. Get the free space on your bingo card.
I'm also off on President's Day. Is that this Monday or next Monday? Good point. Shout out President's Day.
President's Day is George Washington's birthday, right?
I don't know. You know better than me, brother.
Isn't that why they picked that day?
I saw it, Zep. I'll join. Never mind. I saw your message. Well, I mean, I saw that at least you messaged me.
No, it's not. His
I don't know
birthday
what
is the
President's
20th.
Day technically is.
His birthday is February 22nd, but President's Day is the 17th. Why did I think that was the same day?
What's like the? I don't even know what the relevance is. We're just celebrating.
I mean, it's
presidents.
right. It's 5 days difference. I could have sworn that was the same day. I don't know. I'm tweaking, bro. It's 11. It's 11 p.m. My mind's wandering.
It's 12 here, and I have to shower.
You have to shower. Oh yeah.
All right, chat. Hit us with some questions before we sign
Yeah,
off.
chat.
We talked about everything we wanted to talk about.
Any final questions, chat? Topics, things you wanted us to talk about in this little impromptu? It's not even really a show. It's just more or less just a stream. You know what I'm saying?
Why so many Funko Pops? Because they're fun, and every single one back there is something that is of a little importance to me, at least shows and stuff that I watch.
I got Funko Pops too.
Besides, I think I have a Ronald Reagan one, which is probably my most random.
President's Day. Yeah, I got Funko Pops. Look, I got LeBron. I got Michael Jordan. I got Giannis. I got some like basketball ones down there, and then down there I got Marvel ones. And some Dota ones. I got Golden Thor. That's kind of dope.
They're just a fun little way to express things that you like. Okay, I saw some questions. Hold on, let me catch up. Sorry. Start talking about
Grower or shower? That's a good question.
Grower.
Okay.
Does OPTIC win their first match against FAZE? I'll say no, but I'd love them to. Me being unbiased, I'll say probably not.
Let me write that down. TACTICALRAB Shad is Sal in the SCUMP reacts to CDL Falcon Stroma 645 in. Bang. I'm gonna write that down. I wanna look at it.
W, I'm gonna check that out too. I got like 30 Funko Pops. That's what's up. I think I have like 45 back there or something. Not entirely sure off the top of my head. Kind of a little bit ago. I forget though.
Favorite NBA team? New York Knicks.
I feel good about having AG back. Me too, Rick. I'm with you. What's your guys' favorite NBA team? I don't pay attention to the NBA, but I did make a tweet last year, and I put a poll, and for some reason, people wanted me to be a Pacers fan.
No, don't be a Pacers fan. Rick is going to tell you to be a Pacers fan, and Chad, don't listen to him.
Somebody wanted me to be a Pacers fan, so if I ever were to start, I'm assuming I'd probably be a Pacers fan, because I asked Twitter, do you consider Jake breedable? Very much so, yes. Any chance we see HUKE go to the Ravens for Vivid, play the flex? I don't think Ravens make a change, but I think that could potentially work. I just don't see Ravens making a change. Stop drinking your own Kool-Aid. Stop drinking your own Kool-Aid, Jake.
I can't drink. I'm underage.
Do you think FaZe get another event win this year? No bias. Yes. EWC, they are the single 8-limb Reapers. I mean, those guys just don't fucking lose single limb tourneys. So sure, I'll give EWC. You can have it.
That's insane. Nah, I think they
Why
do
was
too.
Cat not doing that on the Wolves? I don't.
Because he don't fuck with the Wolves, man. He
I
fucks with
know.
he's a New York boy.
I know that's Carl Anthony Towns, and the only reason I know that is because of the Kit Kat that he had. That's it.
He didn't have Brunson.
Simp is overrated. Okay. I don't even know if I want to read the rest of this, but I will to satisfy myself. If you look at the guy, he's gotten slammed every year, champs, since they won in Cold War, Vanguard the last year, he's gotten slammed. Average KD is under 1 easily. All right.
Yeah, Simp's ass, bro. I don't know. Coda just laid it out in chat. I can't deny.
Shout out Dakota, Simp's ass. All right.
Simp's ass, you heard it here first, chat.
I don't think FaZe win champs, but it wouldn't shock me if they did. I just don't. I don't see that. I think LAT win this year. Thoughts on Eli Manning not making the Hall of Fame? He will. I mean, it doesn't shock me he didn't make it. I mean, if he was like a first-year entry Hall of Famer, that would be impressive. I don't think he's that good. I mean, he beat Brady twice, but besides that, what else did he do? Simp just won season MVP, overrated. Oh, we talked about that, yeah. We winning Major 4 and champs. Is that you think you guys are winning 3 times this year with LAT and now maybe OPTIC back? I don't know. That might be a little stretch. I don't know if you guys are that far above everybody. 3 events? That's a little high.
I think they win all of them.
A second. A third one might be a little bit of a stretch. But they're FaZe, so, I mean, at any moment they could just decide they want to do whatever.
I agree. I think
hacker. Abizi might be a hacker.
Yeah, I agree. Let's get him out.
Simp had a 1.12 KD at champs in MW3. Yeah, I mean, I didn't want to put too much effort into the Dakota tweet. That's just that was an insane one, Dakota.
Dakota doesn't like
don't
FaZe.
Deserve it. Lock in. Don't talk about my guy Ben like that, okay?
Hello,
you can
Ben.
talk about Eli like that, but don't talk about Ben. FaZe has no aura. Facts. Did Heretics surprise you guys at Major 1? Very much. Yes. Yes, they did. Shout out those guys.
Yeah, Miami looked. I can't believe they got top 3.
Fuck Vickle, but shout out Miami Heretics. We won 2 last year, so we can get 3 this year. I love the fan optimism. Omit wins Challenger champs. Yes, they do. Shout out Omit.
Who do you got winning the Super Bowl? Since I know you're tapped in like that.
Yeah, the Chiefs, unfortunately.
Damn.
Yeah.
You're in P. I know you're a Steelers fan, not an Eagles fan, but damn, PA resident, you're not even gonna root for the Eagles?
No, I'm rooting for the Eagles.
You don't think they're gonna win?
No, I don't.
Didn't Saquon just win Offensive Player of the Year today?
He did, but I just think Mahomes is inevitable, bro. This motherfucker always finds a way. Literally, every single year I went against Brady growing up, the fucker won. So I'm not making the same mistake with Mahomes. They already beat Philly once. I mean, the only team that has beaten Mahomes in the Super Bowl is quite literally Tom Brady himself. So, I mean, I would love to see the Eagles win. I think the Chiefs do.
Damn. My bad, Eagles.
Do Miami
fans.
still grab Super? Yes.
Well, he's on the team, but they're not going to put him in the roster.
I think they do after a couple weeks. I think they start slow here. I think they have a little bit of a hangover from the major. They maybe start 1-3, 0-4, and they make a change. That's my hot take.
That's actually realistic, yeah.
Do hot take Arceus will get back in the league? That's a hot take. I don't see Arceus getting back in the league. I think he's done.
Yeah.
Sorry, Alec. Love Alec. I just don't see that happening. Chiefs have way more depth and experience in the Super Bowl. Agreed. That's where my decision lies as well. Andy Reid is insane. Steve Spagnuolo is unbelievable. And Patrick Mahomes is inevitable. I mean, that is just a trio that is very hard to beat in massive games.
Yeah, football.
I'd rather see the Chiefs
wait,
win 50
Paul
more
X
Super
tweet.
Bowls and the Eagle getting another one. Oh, shit. What did he tweet?
He tweeted, everyone trying to bring me down, you're going to have to try harder. This bounce back is going to make everyone tight. It sounds like
so
Paul X ain't going nowhere.
Okay, well, hey.
Sounds
Shout
like
out
Paul X ain't going. And someone responded, tight like that jersey, huh?
Shout out Paul, man.
Damn.
I mean, hey, if he actually proves that he deserves to keep his spot, good for him. Thought that was HUKE. HUKE would never tweet that. That's an Aura tweet? Yeah, if it goes right. If he gets shit on again, he just looks like a moron.
Dude, wherever HUKE goes, I just want you to know he's beating OPTIC the first time they play each other. It's that revenge cheese, guaranteed. I'm telling you right now, it's my pick'em.
Beans versus Alec in sumo wrestling. That's an insane. Why did I just read that out loud? That's insane. I want Rocket to make a power move. To be fair, there's no real, like, quote-unquote power move. I mean, Lunars is insane, but I don't think they want another, like...
Yeah, Gio's a slaying focus guy.
Yeah, I don't think they want another young slaying. I think they want more like a vet.
They need someone to be a leader.
Mastermind.
They need someone to make comms, hold their own.
Alex, I have no idea why I read that out loud. That was insane. I'm like just in flow reading comments, and I get an Alex and Alec and Beans sumo fucking comments. Insane.
Did you see Rafi leaked fellow leaving omit roster on a Twitter comment? Did Rafi leak something?
Did he?
Did he? Man. Oh, that's... Hey, shout out to T-Fell, though.
Rival. The Rival was OP for like one stage. MCW. Yes, but the Rival's better than the MCW. MCW dominated the game because the maps were fucking huge last year. Like, look at Rio and 6-Star. When the new maps got added, the Rival was the gun. But, like, Invasion and High Rise obviously was a lot of MCWs. Those maps are fucking huge. Ella posted the sign gif. Yeah, I thought I saw someone say that was something with a sponsorship, but if Rafi's leaking shit, then maybe it's not.
That's actually so funny.
They need a leader that can drop a 0.9 consistently, not a 0.5 to 7. Yeah, I mean, but who are you going to get? I mean, you think Illy's dropping a 0.5 to 7? I don't know.
He might have one of those here and there. I think Illy just has... I just think his floor is a little higher.
He asked someone to join the roster and named the whole team. Oh, Rafi.
What happened?
Apparently, he asked someone to join the roster and then named the new team, and I guess left fellow off. That's fucking hilarious.
Damn.
OPTIC invested lots of money for PRED, and who came in when they needed him. Yes, that's very true. That's a very good way of putting it. A lot of money was invested in PRED, so it makes sense that he's back. But Luke's also the guy.
Why is Alex so attractive? I mean, that's probably not for him to answer. I don't know why.
Preston did the math. Dakota, this better be fucking good. I swear. Preston did the math. Simple. Last 3 champs combined 1,025 kills, 1,078 deaths. That's a 9.5 KD.
He's ass.
Overrated.
He's ass.
Well, we got to keep in mind they did just get pissed on last year, so that's probably swayed a little bit.
But why'd they get pissed on?
But I mean, hey, you know, we always preach numbers don't lie. Maybe you're onto something, Dakota. Maybe this guy's fucking horse piss.
He could be. I mean, listen, Simp might. You know, they're talking about how he's the GOAT on the broadcast. He might actually be the worst player of all time. If I'm keeping it a buck. He could be in contention. I mean, it's either him, Jimbo, or King of Body. Well, Jimbo pre-hacks.
Yeah, Jimbo pre-hacks. Do we
I don't
think
know.
OPTIC signed PRED to a cheaper contract? Maybe. I don't know. That's a very good question. I'm not really into the logistics. Ben J might give you a better answer there. I don't really know if I can give you an accurate answer. I think Illy could be a better fit for sure. That's why I wish it happened. Yeah, I kind of wish... I mean, Paul X did only get 1 major, so maybe he deserves another chance considering they didn't do that bad. But if he does struggle continuously, I think they make a change. Enlightens, I agree. His stock is very up. Cell did, in fact, play ass. He did, and then decided that he just wanted to fucking take over EWC, single Elim Reapers. Obviously, Simp's fault. Guy's ass. Dakota's convinced me. I think that guy's horse piss. I'm taking him off my dream team. Katie, it's all that matters. Amen, brother. I hear you. Good comms.
Oh, here's Rick just linked it. Wait, he didn't even delete this. He don't give a fuck. Rappy don't give a fuck. Look at this shit. Hicksy tweeted, with that being said, I'm looking to potentially stay in NA to play challengers. Hit me up. And he said, and Rafi said, omit EU in NA. Hicksy, Super, Arcides, plus the Slayer slub. Let me know if approved. He might just be trolling, because that's a full new roster. If that means, that must mean everybody's getting picked up on his team, if that's what he means.
That is a full new roster. That'd be insane if he just didn't give a fuck.
I think he's trolling because he's saying it's like, I don't know though. He said omit EU and NA, but then he put Arcides on there. Arcides isn't from EU.
No, he's not.
I don't know, but according to that, his whole team would have been being picked up because he didn't just leave Fellow off. He left everybody off.
Yeah, he did. I'm betting my house on simp unders. Okay. This is insane. Look at the Pick'ems leaderboard? Why? Why do we want to look at the Pick'ems leaderboard? I'm getting my ass waxed. We don't need to look at the Pick'ems leaderboard.
Anyone who says look at the Pick'ems leaderboard is most likely in like first or second place, and they just want us to show that they're in first or second place. What's good at
I'm
that?
getting my ass waxed, man. Think he means he's gonna have 2 teams? That could be.
There you go. Hey, I mean, I don't know how he can afford 2 teams. He's got Preston on like a max contract, bro.
Guys,
He's got Raffy's got Preston and Alex chat on like this massive. I had to take a pay cut because these guys demanded so much money, and he was like, "Bro, I can't just sign you. I got to sign the whole pod." And I was like, "Fine, you could take my entire cut and split it between them."
Right.
Like insane. So I'm making 0. I make 0, and Preston and Alex are taking. They split in my half or my cut.
Right. Yeah. Chat. Alex and I are making 45 mil a piece. Yeah. The original goal, we had a 90 mil budget, 30, 30, 30.
Yep.
But Jake was very nice and split the other 15 amongst Alex and I. We're making 45 mil each. So Jake, hardworking, does everything for the pod, makes no money.
Yeah.
Gave us his salary. You know what I'm saying?
It's modern day slavery, as Dennis Schroeder would say.
Dakota with another Sim stat. Let's see it. Preston, Sip had a 1.12 in MW3 champs. It was MW2 in Vanguard. He was minus 47. Well,
he got pissed on minus 47.
Every single Vanguard tournament, they choked in grand finals, so that doesn't surprise me. Also, Kenny decided that he was just the greatest player in the world, so that doesn't shock me. MW2, I guess, surprises me a little bit, but they did get third, so maybe not. Preston follows no one back. That's not true. That is not true.
Preston unfollowed like 1,000 people.
No way. There's no way we're throwing me under the bus. That is insane. Chad, I only unfollowed like 30 people, okay? Holy shit. That's insane. We're throwing me under the bus. Wow. Chat, if I unfollowed anyone and you feel like you want me to follow you back, send me a message.
Everyone send him a message and ask for a follow, chat.
Please. Where did OPTIC place in MW2? I don't know. I didn't watch COD back then, so.
Yeah, that was 2009, bro. It was a long time ago.
That was a long time ago, man. I was 9. You know what I'm saying? 6th? What was that team back then? I don't even know. 1v3'd off stage. Yes, thank you. I'm well aware. Appreciate that one. Thank you.
Good work out of you. All right, let's round it out. I've got to go to bed, bro. I'm tired.
All right, I should probably go shower too.
Yeah, I got to go drive to Preston's house, chat, to get in the shower. I'll be there in 20 hours. You think you can wait?
A long time. Sure, I can wait.
I bet. Yeah. All right. Just say goodbye to chat.
Bye, chat. Lots of love.
That was easy. Hey, chat, we appreciate you guys, man. This is a nice little impromptu show. Appreciate y'all. Yeah, we're having a meeting tomorrow with Optic. Yup, for sure. Tomorrow morning, which is going to be sick. And then we got a meeting in the afternoon with LAT. And then we got a meeting after that with the Falcons. So, and no mids after that. Yeah. So,
yeah.
But yeah, chat, we appreciate y'all, man. Thank you guys for tuning into this little stream. Hope you all have a good night. We'll be back again with an actual show with Alex next week to do pick'ems and stuff. Maybe try to talk about more Austromania. Yeah, giveaway.
Yes, I was gonna say yes.
I made the graphic like an hour before we went live, so I guess I'll tweet that out tomorrow.
Yeah, chat. We actually have come up with the giveaway. We did hit 1,000 Twitter followers. Jake made a graphic, posted it. So shout out you guys. WWW. We are men of our words, and we did say we would give a giveaway, but we're not just going to give one thing away. We decided we're going to do different winners. So we're going to do 4 winners, right? 4 winners?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We're going to give away a pack of Juvie, code math. We are going to give away a Omit Brooklyn jersey, which is sick, because not only is their jersey sick, but that's also the org that we're in, so that's cool. We're going to give away a jersey of the person's choice, whoever wins, favorite CDL team. You can pick whatever jersey you want. And the big one, I would say, probably like the main one, is we are going to give away a scuff of the person's choosing, the platform, whatever scuff they want, because scuff is partnered with Omit Brooklyn, so we thought it made sense. So Omit jersey, CDL jersey, scuff, and a pack of Juvie. 4 winners. We'll post the graphic tomorrow. We'll more than likely do the giveaways on Monday. During the stream, so I don't know how we'll do it. I guess we'll probably just do it how Jake does his giveaways in chat. You have to be in chat, enter it with a code word or something is probably my guess. But we'll post all the information tomorrow, and yeah, we're men of our word. Promise.
Yep.
We'll get those situated and send those out to the winners. And Monday, whenever we go live, we'll make sure you guys are in chat and enter the giveaways, and we'll pick our winners.
Yes, sir. Yeah, so chat, I put the link in chat. I'll put it again in case you're not already following, or if you are, just stay tuned tomorrow for the graphic with some more info on how the giveaway is going to work. But yeah, we're excited, man. We appreciate all the support you guys show us. We had 1,000 followers on the Twitter. We've had over 100 people in here the last couple shows and tonight. So you guys are great, man. For real. We really appreciate it. And we just want to give back a little bit. So we're going to be doing that the next show next week, which is probably going to be Monday night, unless something comes up and we move it to Tuesday or something. But yeah, thank you guys, man, for tuning in. Have a good rest of your night. And we'll see you guys in a few days for the next show.
Yep. Peace out, chat. Love.